Meet Alessandro Rosa Vieira, or as commonly known around the world, Falcao. Born in 1977, Falcao was one of the first players to be noticed on the Brazilian futsal scene. He's widely considered one of the greatest futsal players ever. He's the only player ever to have conquered three titles in World Club Futsal: FIFA Futsal World Championship, UEFA Futsal Champions League, and Copa Libertadores. He was named best player in the world four times and won the FIFA Futsal World Cup Golden Shoe in 2004 and the Golden Ball in 2004 and 2008. Futsal is a brilliant game. It relies on technique, finesse, and the ability to improvise under pressure. Falcao's skills on the ball is almost unparalleled. For this reason, he has earned himself the title of Pele of Futsal by some of the greatest soccer icons in history. With these outstanding credentials, would you take this player's advice? Find out from Falcao why kids 7 to 10 years of age should only play futsal.
All the great players played futsal. I believe in a process where kids aged between 7 and 10 should only play futsal. That way, because of the amount of contact with the ball, the kid will train for maybe 1 hour and will have possession of the ball many times. The kids end up learning the best way to hold the ball and the best way to hit it. In football, a 7 or 8-year-old kid on a very big pitch will touch the ball only 3 or 4 times and lose it as well, so it's a big difference. If you look at Robinho, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Zico and Rivellino, all these great players played futsal. I'm doing a project in Japan at the moment to show the Japanese that futsal should be part of their project to develop football. But in Japan, there's no futsal. The players there start playing when they're 20 years old. But you have to start early to give the kids the qualities needed. Futsal is what gives you ginga. Do the Brazilians have ginga? Well, if they played futsal, they do. The kids have to learn to dribble. The coaches should be hard with the kids once they get to 10 years of age, but up to 10 years old, the kids need to have fun. So, for any kids watching this, you must be confident. Listen to what the coach teaches you, but don't neglect your technique. And, just as important, you should all be great friends. I think that what is almost more important than being a great futsal player is to be a great person.
So to what does Falcao attribute his prowess and Brazil's dominance of the indoor game? Well, there's a mysterious Brazilian essence, so they say, called ginga. It's hard to define, but it's in the way the body moves. It's almost like a dance, and it's something you acquire almost from birth. Falcao has ginga, and that's why he's the best futsal player in the world.
We have to have ginga.
Brazil is the capital of futsal. It may not have invented the sport, Uruguay lays claim to that, but it has certainly led to its development. The oldest state federations were founded over half a century ago. There are millions of players of all ages. There's a thriving domestic scene with a professional league that's been running since 1996 and contains clubs spread across the whole country. Attendances vary, although Falcao's club Malwi from the small town of Jaraguá do Sul can get crowds of many thousands. And they've won 3 of the last 4 national championships.
So, what do we learn from Falcao? Well, first and foremost, kids got to have fun. And futsal is a great environment for kids to have fun. Combine that with the benefits of developing, free thinking, touching the ball, always engaged around the ball. Let's be honest. Young kids at the levels of 7 to 10 years old, there are times when they play outdoor soccer or even when they play indoor turf soccer where they're hardly touching the ball. Not in futsal. They're always touching the ball. They're always around the ball. They're always engaged in the game. They're always playing. It's fun, and at the same time, creates a big development for their creativity, their decision-making, which helps them in their outdoor soccer. You need to have Jenga, according to Falcao. And Jenga is something that a lot of players are born with it, but they develop it at the young ages. It's the way their body moves. It's the way they're being creative. Futsal is a great development for those kind of motions. In the US, too many players, if not all, are being trained like robots. They're overcoached and they're always telling what to do. They can't think for themselves. Creating Jenga, body movement, fluent, goes hand in hand with creativity. It's like a dance move. They're thinking, they're free flowing. He mentioned Japan. Japan doesn't start developing their players until later on. Well, they're now in the top countries in the world scene. And then again, some of the best U.S. players on the national team have been developed and play currently in other countries. We need to learn that system. Futsal has been part of Brazil forever. Futsal dominates Brazilian young ages and older players. They have futsal professional leagues. Futsal is part of their culture. It helps them develop soccer players. Brazil dominates the soccer scene around the world. Every major league, La Liga, Serie A, Premiership, every league is heavily influenced by Brazilian soccer players, and they all have roots in futsal. So not only is futsal great as a sport to have fun at the younger ages or even the older ages, but it's the breeding ground for creativity, for foot skill development, for players to develop their soccer skills through futsal. It's about time that we accept what works, regardless if we agree with it or not. If we want to create better soccer players, futsal has to be part of our U.S. soccer culture. Regardless if you like playing, regardless if you like watching, regardless if you think if it's real soccer or not, futsal is at the foremost of soccer development. Fact is, when parents watch a futsal game, they get mesmerized and they get hooked at the action of the game. They love the fact that their son or daughter are always around the ball, always touching the ball, always engaged in the ball. Many players who never score goals get an opportunity to score goals. Try futsal either as a development tool or in a game, and you will love it. Hey, don't forget, subscribe to this channel, share this channel, like this video. Make sure you click on that update bell so you know when new videos pop up and be notified. And I'll see you at the futsal court.